there comes a point when you can look around a room or another person or the table or flower without any mental commentary. And that means that you have this very decisive point in your evolution, which is of course only the evolution of consciousness of the whole. From a personal point of view, just taking a limited view of you as a person, of course you cease to be a person there, but that's a decisive point to have reached when you are able to, so to speak, sustain enough presence. One could almost say generate enough consciousness or presence. All these words are never quite right. To have that power of presence, where before there was a labeling, naming, compulsively naming, judging, labeling human person, there's now just a spacious presence. And then the interesting thing is you can look at something or somebody, whatever it may be, and you know what it is you are looking at without any name or label in your mind, without anything arising as a thought. So you become familiar with a different way of knowing things and knowing you other humans, whatever it may be. There is a knowing that is not thought, not conceptual. And that a day will come when that is taught at school as one of the most important things, or not one, the most important thing in the growth of consciousness of a human being. Because in that you transcend your conditioning, or the conditioned patterns that make up the personal selfhood, sense of self, which may still occasionally reassert itself, that sense of selfhood, and take you over, may still happen. But you have reached a decisive point when you're able to just be there as a pure witnessing presence. It's just wonderful. The greatest thing that can happen to you. And then you're able to sustain it even in the face of a turbulence around you. A wave coming towards you. And you no longer feed the unconsciousness or the madness of the world. Otherwise, you react and you feed back the world's madness. So that's a healing in a deeper sense. You are healing the world without thinking I am healing the world. You can also, you're allowing the greater consciousness or the divine consciousness, that's what it is, because the unconditioned consciousness is the divine consciousness, the light of the source. It does the works. It heals. It's not me. So in neutral situations, increasingly you experience the qualitative difference in being present rather than being thought absorbed. Such a qualitative difference to your life. And in neutral situations, walking from here to there, sitting somewhere, driving, wherever, increasingly you would find you invite that state into your life. And then when the challenges come rolling in, you can either go back into reactive state or you can get even more present when the challenge comes. It can go either way. And then you reach another level where the challenge inevitably just deepens the presence. Wonderful. It's very simple. That's the awakening process. It's so strange that it's not general knowledge that weird. Of course, there is something, I suppose, in you, that's the KGB, or whatever you want to call it, that wants to suppress, it feels threatened by it. The inner KGB, they don't exist in Russia anymore, well, maybe they do still somewhere there. But they are primarily inside you. We must suppress this, it's dangerous. They're endangering the status quo. But even the KGB in your mind, you can recognize it if it should come. Oh, there it is. And in the light of presence, it can't really do much. It just goes, no, it's gone. So this will become part of the school, any school curriculum, but we don't need to wait for that. It only will become part if we begin to live it, and it spreads out then.